Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Yes, Your Grace. We're back on this screen. Your kingdom, yes, agents for hire to make an agent available. So our main thing is we need to always have 9 gold and we always need to have 5 whatever this is, crops and stuff. So let's save and continue. We have no upgrades right now. We need to make more money, in my humble opinion. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. And considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. This was useful, thank you? I don't even know what he said. Thank you for your time, Lord Etten. Your version of events will definitely prove useful to the investigation. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe and well. I think we haven't examined all the guests, Your Grace, and we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talos' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talos must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talos wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you'd need to have a very good reason to murder the king of Atana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Rodovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talos, Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you, too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume. Lures from Pendle, Your Grace. Lures? They stopped delivering spices to my associates in Bronco. Turmeric, caraway, and anise. Food's as bland as hell without all these. Persuade Lures to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I will see what it can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Now that's a start. We should invite Lures over to see what we can do. I have also marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or 2. We don't know when Rodovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do on our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case. Can now use the map to explore locations and help locals. Jesus. Oh. Luba. Walomi. Kosana. The wedding. The wedding of Lursulia and Ivo, a day in which the kings of Davarn and Atana would sign a treaty and become allies. Talos has agreed to help Eirik. Yeah. The wedding took a sudden turn when King Talos was poisoned, turning the blame on Eric, sorry, not Eirik. The new King Ivo has taken away the promised army together with King Eric's daughter, Lusurlia. The only way to convince Ivo of Eric's innocence was to find out who was responsible for Talos' death, Ivo. After his father's sudden death during the royal wedding, Ivo became the king of Atana with Lusurlia by his side. Ugh. After questioning the wedding guests, nothing useful was learned of. Eric has assigned the task of solving the murder to his advisor while he focuses on strengthening his army. And spices. We need to... Okay. There's so much to do. Oh my god! Some lords will apply extra gold or supplies in addition to their army. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. He's dead! Invite him? Masha. Gregor. So we need to invite Lurs, first of all, to get this thing going off with our dude. So let's invite him. Hey, General. No sign of Rodovians at your west post, Your Grace. We did find a hell of a mess, though. They left gold and supplies behind. They must have gotten away in a hurry. Oh. Not that much, but something. Hello. You have called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Calm down, it's alright. I wasn't saying you did anything. We were just trying to get to the bottom of this. I promised to my family, Your Grace, I know nothing. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. I believe this narrows our search, then. Uh-oh, someone from the dungeons? You may go, but don't leave Davrin until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. It's clear that the royal servant who brought the poisoned wine to Talos was just a pawn used in the bigger game. He did prove useful to us, however. The servant said that our dungeon guard might have some useful information. Also, what's this? Oh god, Lursulia! Dear Father, we have arrived. Otana is nothing like Davern. The vast streets of Haggis expand endlessly, it seems. Asalia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Zidane would have major ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscape here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Otana. It all makes you feel very small. On top of all the rocks, there lies Haggis, like a nest looking over everything. Now I understand why they used the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Yours, Lucilia. Otana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the royal windstorms. We should reply to Lucilia and tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course, what should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course, let me know when you're ready to write the letter. What's up? Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to my family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he is too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. No! Find your own damn son. I'm sorry. There's no way I can help. You could always try the neighboring villages, ask around. Oh, it's fine. I guess that's one less mouth to feed, although I miss his ugly face. Oh my god! I'm not looking for him. Flood damages. The recently rain damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. We should repair the damages when possible. I thought it was doing that. Keen decided to leave it be. The father didn't seem too bothered by it. Luba. Go, General. Go to Luba. Get up. Let me go talk to my family and then come back to our advisor. You're still here? Did you have anything to do with Talos' death? I would be very much in your interest if the deal doesn't go through. How could I do anything from behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. Alright. I've heard you know something about Talos' death. Tell me about what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. What the? How did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. I never left the dungeons, of course, until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteadily, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. So, this was probably something used for the poison. That could be used to trace them. Well, let's talk to the wife. Arulia. Still don't know how to say her name. Darling? What happened at the wedding was awful. I still can't believe Talos was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Lursulia will be alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she'll be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. Who could have done something so terrible? It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling, let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. No, actually, I have a lead on the investigation. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. The animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. I'm not done. I want to talk about Lusulia. Lusulia sent a letter. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too. I hope she'll learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all of these new things and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. Sadani? What's this? Audrey said I can review the evidence here. Seek expert, question suspects. Okay, that's cool. Sadani? Pumpkin, your grace? How are you doing? Is everything alright, Sadani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Bestie is gone and now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you convinced her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? I'm sorry she had to go. I couldn't keep her here. She had to go, Sadani. One day you'll also find a prince you'll want to go with. Sorry for the sudden departure. I had someone at my door. Let's see. We're talking to Sadani. Ew, I hate boys. I'll never do it. Lusulia wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes! Tell her I am taking her bedchamber. Mother let me. Or, no. Tell her Asalia read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Pumpkin. So I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. You will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Sadani? Yes, Father? I hate that you had to see that. The wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. Lusulia was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. I really miss her, Father. I miss her too, Az. She sent a letter. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Ivo? What is he like? I just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there is any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. Does she ever? Can we look at this, by the way? Oh, we don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. Okay. I prepared a table for you with an overview of all our evidence. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on there, together with the information we have gathered about each one. We can question lords about the items we have found so far. We are in a difficult situation. We cannot be sure if Ivo will support us with his army. We did focus on making as many lords as our allies as possible. Our scouts reported that we would need about a battalion of at least 1,000 soldiers. Okay. She has forgotten her slippers. Ask Lucilia how she is, what she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. Very well, Your Grace. I'll write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. We shouldn't ask about, Ivo, but maybe we should next time she writes. It's a pretty big map. I guess the dudes came from that way. Alright, I guess we're good to end the week here. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. Okay. If you don't pay the army up your cost, you will lose some soldiers. So 4 and 9. 7. Okay, we don't need that yet. Boost contentment. I think we're okay. We can wait to do this one. Yeah, that would be all my money. Maybe we'll do this one and we'll just have 16 left. I don't want to not pay my general. But that's literally all my money. We don't have to pay for it now. We don't have to pay for it now. I think we should get this training grounds one ASAP. But I think we should not do anything this week. Let's save. Oh god, Zidani's here. Your Grace, the nearby river has dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes from a lake for days. I helped them with my horse, and now they have extra water saved for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Oh. Hey! Oh, Lors is here. Asalia's here as well. Pietro's also here. Why are you here? You have called for me, Your Grace? I've heard about spices. I heard that you have stopped supplying Bronco some resources. Spices, I believe. I expect you've been speaking to Etten. He's traded my spices with Praxis to get fortune dabs. What is that? Some call it Dipu Dabu, but it's mostly common known as by the name of Oracle Dust. I've heard about Rodovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. It's particularly popular amongst priests and the like. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing cells, though. Precise? That's far away. I've heard enough. Your Grace, I urge you not to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by yours when the war begins. 200 soldiers. I can also help with 6 supplies. I heard Etten is selling dust near Koski. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. Oh. You're right. There's no place for dust in Dayburn. Thank you, Your Grace. I have this animal too. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from, but I'm not much of an expert on beasts. Alright. As you wish, Your Grace. Pietro, what do you want? I'm sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and that is worse, right? How can I help you? How can I help you if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man and no, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? Okay, get out of here. I really did not mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Don't come here again. Dude. He might be an ally. Sadani? Your Grace? I hate that Lucilia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I already miss her, Father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sadani. Mother said Lucilia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Lucilia about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? I will ask her about Dusty. Yes, Sadani, I will ask her about the cat. Thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Asalia? Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today? Please? Of course, I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. And a peasant. Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. Yeah, take the supplies. I believe that should be enough to keep you back up and running. Your Grace is very kind. Your deeds will spread far, I'm sure. Okay. So Danny just wants to know about Dusty. If we send a general to Kasky, he should be able to stop the sales, Your Grace. If we manage to do it without problems and we can show Loris that we're on his side, he will aid us with his army and supplies. If we do this, though, we will probably offend Etten and he will not join our banners. Where's Etten? Is he on here? He's not even on here. Who cares? Oh, yeah, he is. 230 is more. And he gives us gold. No one else gives us that much gold. Well, he should be selling drugs. Let me go see what's happening. Just Asalia. Are you ready? Hey, that was good. I know. Ah, too slow. Have you heard about Sadani? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that could actually do something besides being disgusting. She has been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. What? In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk calf outside, she panicked. Why would you do that? She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sadani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sadani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuffed. Oh, Salia. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. Only a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you run around with your sword. I know. She keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here. I better check on Sadani. Ah. Poor Sadani. Your Grace, do you want to talk about the skunk? Asalia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried he'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. So I took Asalia's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. Of course I forgive you. It's an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You're very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's look. So we need an expert still. How do we know who's an expert? We won't know, so I'm just gonna bring this dude. And we sent our dude out. I think we're good to end the week. Right? There's no more people that need to be talked to. Nope. I'm gonna do that so we can gain army now. It might be a bad idea because we only have 10 gold now, but that's what we're gonna do. General? Your Grace, the situation got pretty hot. It was impossible to avoid bloodshed. Nevertheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dust wares. Jovan. Lord Jovan, Your Grace. My condolences about Talus's death. I've heard about Redovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold, but only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. Who's that? I wouldn't want to upset him. Sir Frederick? Who's Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led the defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer, I served under his banner. Although it has been many years, we keep in contact, we train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Thank you, Jovan. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, Your Grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help, it's just a formality. Just animal tooth. Okay, it's pretty easy. I feel I should be a little more wary though, because what if they want something else in return later? These alliances are so fickle. As we can tell what happened with Talus and Ivo. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? They have an extensive library, Grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. And will you join my banner? Convince Sir Frederick to join. I will also help your cause. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Sidani, what do you have? A toad? Is this your new pet? Is this a new pet you're hiding there, Pumpkin? Your Grace, might I introduce you to the Stabber? Oh no. The Hedgehog. The Stabber? Why the Stabber? Well, I wanted to name him Hanson, but that name is already taken. The other option was to call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath he has a velvet yummy tummy you wish you could just stroke and squish all day. Ah! But on top is a whole different story. On top he is scary, stiff Stabber. How'd you come up with this? What is this all about? Well, Father, you do know the tale of Hanson. No. Hanson was a hedgehog who rode on a black rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted, but one day he helped the king find his way home. As a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise to give him whatever greets him first upon his return home. It turned out that the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and married the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature, Hanson was, but she learned to accept him, and once she proved her true love for him, Hanson turned into the most handsome prince with the biggest castle made out of diamonds. The story sounds familiar. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale. Yes, Lady Dancia always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. Is that a hint to The Witcher? It's very silly, but Dancia likes this one a lot. See, I will turn the Stabber into a prince. A prince? Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once the Stabber's a prince, he can help me get Lulu back. I'm sure she'll like him more than Ivo. And then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. Fine, keep the Stabber. Very well, keep the Stabber close to you, but don't lose him, and don't stab yourself. It's not the Stabber, it's the Stabber! The Stabber is on a mission, and he is about to stab someone. At least she will be occupied? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Hello. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. The scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. We are counting on help from your general, Your Grace. We should keep an eye on these bandits, make sure Redovians are not creating further posts. If they are locals, we should show them that there is no place for such behavior. Oh, 2 weeks. We shall get the help you need. My general will find the bandits and bring them to justice. I knew we would get revenge. Thank you, Your Grace. I didn't like that my general's gone. God, she keeps... Sir Frederick is Lord Joven's superior officer. It seems like his opinion matters a lot to him. Okay. So what, we should... Where is he? He's right here. Alright, let's invite him. Well, I can't... No agents. How can I get more generals? Oh, there's nothing else. Okay. Hey. I have found this animal tube. I don't know how to end up in our castle. I have prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can inspect the items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember that they might not always tell you the truth, Your Grace. And while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. And that's it? Alright, let's continue on. I don't have to pay him this week, but we do have to pay this. Let's do this because I feel like if we're getting contentment, it might be better. We can do this later. Yep. Yep. Dear Father, my husband, King Ivo, is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home. I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Atana. King Ivo wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer, followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later, I learn more about the history of Atana and its geography. Last week, I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly, but King Ivo says he will continue his father's quest to find a cure for her illness. Ivo certainly wants his wife to understand their ways. I'm not sure I like it. We should ask Lord Sulia about something else. Ask her about Ivo. What is he like as a husband? How's he dealing with his father's death? And say that I wish to give him my condolences. Mention that we are working on finding the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. What is Asalia doing? Sir Frederick. At your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Jovan mentioned you could help. Ah, yes, I have heard of your troubles, Your Grace. Rodovians lack proper training, but God knows what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna, Keldu. Under my command, the army of the two-headed bird was defeated. I had lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But no, not a single scar. Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noski? Show me a single person who confirmed his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just a pretty worded lies. Noski is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Noski? This fellow got well under your skin. Who is he? Noke, say, the Dragon Slayer he calls himself. They say he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. That there was something about a griffin in a tree. He sets the tree on fire, the big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. It doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. Okay. What is it that you need help with, did she say? Tell him there's a lick-odge in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. But we're gonna lie to trick him. If he comes to our place, okay. Pietro, you're back. Hey, you! You really have gone overboard this time. I know it was you. Now everything is clear. I stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks. But now I know. Calm down. You don't know what you're talking about. Sir, this is all happening in your head. No one's trying to harm you. You need to calm down. In my head? But my door was open and my cat was gone. She wouldn't have left by herself. She's a cat. Of course she would. No, that's a lie. Wait, why am I here? I better go now. I can leave, right? What do I do? What do I do? Azalea asks, what are you doing here with this brush? Mother made me sweep all the corridors. Why? What did you do this time? Nothing. Tell me what you did. Nothing, I swear. Your mother will tell you what you did if you won't. I had better start sweeping before she finds me. What? My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of trees in the western woods. I know I'm probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of all the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. We have tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need a tree to pray to, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to seem so helpless. Please help us, Your Grace. A worshipping oak? Are you praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace, it's the tree of the god of thunder, a symbol of love and life filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, Your Grace. Please, I beg you. Sure. I should find someone in the market that you can hire. Oh, Your Grace, thank you so much. I got to say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I'll make sure people know about your good heart. I hope your tree is going to be alright. Traveling merchant here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares if you're interested. Silk, perfumes, books, and decorations, whatever your royal soul might desire. Something tells me you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, am I right? Sure. I'm listening. Oh, how fantastic. You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most delusions, pleasure seekers. Some say it's a perfect cure for when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it purely for recreation. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, Your Grace. I have one pack of... If you're tempted to grab another stack, I might throw it for only 5 gold. That would be a whole pack for only 12 gold. Now, it's not if that's not a deal worthy of Royal Bottom, then I don't know what it is. Places my dungeons. I won't allow Oracle Dust in Davron. Your Grace, was there something wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust? What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle Dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie to your king? My guards will take care of you at the exit. Dude, what the fuck? Alright, well, we did the 2 things. Asalia, what are you doing here? Your Grace. Well, we could send for another lord. I can't bear this, please. Please let me out. I didn't know your Grace disapproves of the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product. People get sick because of this stuff. Whoever always sells dust in Davron will be in prison. You'll have to stay here till Lord Lurs arrives. That's who we're gonna invite. Why won't they let me fix this proper? It's not in my little inventory. What did Asalia do? What did Asalia do? You made her sweep all the corridors in the castle? This must have been serious. Oh, Eric, she's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh, gods. It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. You shouldn't have let her play with swords, Eric. I know I shouldn't have, but I feel that if I said no, she would still do it in secret. I know, Eric. We need to pay more attention to her, especially now Luli is not here. Okay. I don't know how long we have until we need to do the royal trial. I think we should check in with Lurs, Your Grace. We have done some tasks for him, so we might be ready to alliance now. Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go. I say we don't upgrade anything right now. Now we're getting 10. I think we just do this. Save and continue. The craft will forge, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make any sense out of it, Audrey? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with the Oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to either Lurs or Etten. Is your call, Grace? Well, we're telling Lurs. Your Grace, I found the bandits. They are quite the bunch drinking away in the forest nearby. I let the villagers deal with them. I'm ready for our next orders. Thank you. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. Lurs, you have called for me, Your Grace? I've done your task. I've done as you asked. Wonderful. We have stopped the growth of Etten's business. Oracle dust will still be about, but we definitely helped reduce the spread. Unfortunately, there's a small problem in the way. With Etten not buying my spices, others have turned their backs on me as well. I can hardly make coin now, that's why. I had to start trading with Rodovians. Are you mad? That's supporting our enemy. We're going to war with them. I suppose so, but they're helping us too. I'm sure that's not an easy decision for them either. Your Grace, the bottom line is I need gold. Otherwise, I won't be able to sustain my armies. The only other option I see is if you bought the spices from me. I will need monthly installments, though. I need to keep my business running or else I must wrap it all up. If you don't like any of these options, I suppose we need to part ways. 3 gold per week? But you have to cut the Rodovians off from their supplies. This will hopefully lower their morale. Very well. I will set up all the necessary trade routes. A secret message for you. I found this message. Perfect. We'll do it. We'll do it. Fuck it. Soldier. Your Grace, one of the nearby warlords has committed suicide. I believe it was He jumped down from a bridge into the river. Some children found him floating past the village. They got quite scared. He left this note. I am deeply sorry. Let his family know that they can count on us if they need anything. He didn't have anyone, Your Grace. Thank you for the information. Oh no! Pietro! We should have locked him up. I should have locked him up. I didn't know.
Hello.
Your Grace, I came to you with a special request. To turn Stavr into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it. I think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Tsunami. Well, I made Dantia read it for me. I already love him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time. But now I need to make him rich. Your Grace, may I please request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. A piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich? We don't have gold to waste, baby girl. Our gold is reserved for helping people, Sidani. Yes, Father, I'm helping bring Lusulia back. I'm sorry, I can't give you any gold. Maybe Mother will help. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I can find one? Oh, my pumpkin, I honestly don't know. That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. Sidani, what are you doing? This alliance gives us many benefits, Your Grace. We should expect an increase to our income at the end of the week. You think? Alright. We need to invite Nosuke now and do this stuff. Etten's out. Kacha. And we need to send our general here. Let's go check on the family. No one's to check on. We're just ending the day. Never mind. Woo! Okay. So we have to pay 11 every week now. I say we don't spend any gold this week. I wish I knew when the trial's gonna happen. I say we're good this week. Let's not spend any gold. Who the fuck is that? Who the hell is that? Your Grace, a nobleman visiting a local village had problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked me to find those responsible. The search wasn't hard. I brought them back for justice. The nobleman was very grateful. He paid me with this gold. Oh, hell yeah. Good job. She's back. Oh, she's back. Dear Eric, I hear that I'm already too late to marry your daughter. Oh, we had some struggles, but we will be ready within 14 weeks. I believe we can explore other options and hope that you will keep to your promise. They know they will come to get another daughter. 14 weeks? That's too soon. We need to gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Ivo will help us. 14. Oh my god! I just passed out! You're awake. You gave us all a big fright indeed. What happened? I felt like the last hours just disappeared. The Rodovian king sent us another letter. You didn't take it very well. Rodovia will be here in 14 weeks. We need to get ready. The doctors say you're worrying too much. If you were younger, it wouldn't be too much of a concern, but at your age, you're more prone to the effects. You need to take care of yourself. How can I do that? We have to prepare for the battle. We have no army. Yes, that we must, but you need to keep calm. Everything will be fine. Go on now. You still have work left to do. You're right. I better get on with things. Oh my god, I just passed out. Read the letters last is what I need to do. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm back. Dragon Slayer, your grace it is high. No, say the Dragon Slayer bowing low before you. Also known as Grophus the Great, Wanos the Wise, Pieter the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic, well, until, you know. The food was first class, but amongst all the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. You're the famous Dragon Slayer? You're the famous Dragon Slayer. Oh yes, I'm quite accustomed to my fame preceding my arrivals. It is my pleasure to meet you. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, your grace? With pleasure. I'm all ears. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws would tear a human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its home forest with great care and planned a path to its defeat. The dragon's nest at the very top of a mighty oak tree overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings, murky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. A great oak creaked, groaned, and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far, and so the big beast herself appeared. Despite trying to save her babies from the brutal current, she kept crashing to one boulder after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fists. Remember that kids, I mean your grace. Impressive, isn't it? After that, the other ventures of course I traveled to Davern to seek further challenges. So I've come straight to the king. Now tell me, your grace, what evil creatures await me here, staining your beautiful land? There's a monster. Peasants mentioned the occasional basilisk or some other monster. All of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem, Rodovia. Rodovia? Well, I never heard of such a creature. So what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under its heavy hoofs? Breathe fire? It's an army. An army from behind the tall mountains. They aim to claim Davern as their own. An army? I see, well that is a hell of a challenge. I can help though. They call me Grophus the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I've met a lot of people, even more owe me their lives. I will give you all I can. Soldier supplies will stand at your side in battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return, I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Nooks say, aiding the king of Davern in a real battle. That will write fine songs about this. Let's talk about the tooth first. It looks like an animal tooth, but you know anything about it? That is an impressive tooth. That must have been one hell of a beast. Do you know where such a tooth would come from? Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, your grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off of you? Absolutely not, Nook say. I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. We have a problem with a monster. Ah, so you do have your own monster, your grace. Lickage is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me, it'll be a piece of cake. You can expect my return shortly. Alright. Oh, this dude again? The drunkard? I went to do some fishing, like I always do, Your Grace. But as foolish as I fell asleep, yes. Stupid Stefan. I always have to mess everything up. Anyway, someone took my fishing rod, and now I have nothing. Just the only thing I had left after my wife died. Oh, my sweet Anna. If she saw what a mess I am, she put me right in my place. It's all my fault, Your Grace. I only wanted me and her and the kids to have a good time. So I took everything out of on my boat, and then the storm came. And it just flipped the boat upside down. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. When I woke up on the shore, they were all gone. So I wait every day and I fish to pass the time. But now I don't even have my rod. Please, Your Grace, spare me the old man. I could ask for a piece of gold. I swear I will buy a fishing rod and nothing else. Food and new clothing. This could be like the hidden, like, he could fight for us and everything, but we're not. Get out of here. I told you not to waste my time. Next time you come here, you'll end up in their dungeons. I am not joking. Of course, Your Grace. I am out of here in no time. What is this? What's happening with this? Your Grace, I couldn't tell you the water from the oak has cleared. Our people haven't prayed or confessed in weeks. Oh, they are so happy now. I brought you something small as a gift. It's a bouquet made of oak's fallen leaves. I saved them from last year. It will bring love and luck to your throne room. Well, thank you, I think. I hope it really does. I'll just leave it by the window. Cool. Who the hell is this guy? God, Sadani. Okay, well, she left us. I hope it doesn't kill us. Gives us oak poison. Hi, who are you? What do you have? Your Grace, I bring you a special thing of magical splendor. It is only worthy of a royal. No one else deserves this magnificent being. Your Grace, I present to you my magical clock. Cock! Don't let your eyes fool you. This ain't a regular cock, Your Grace. This cock has been enchanted. I can tell a lie. It can tell a lie from the truth, Your Grace. And when it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. I believe it will be a real asset to your throne. It will help you lead better than any advisor. See, I'm no liar. The cock stayed quiet. How can I be sure this thing works? Tell it yourself, Your Grace. Tell a lie or truth. It's probably going to stay silent regardless. My name's Audrey the Fourth. Is that him? And it's my real birth name. Ooh. See, I wasn't lying, Your Grace. So how much do you want for this thing? Only 18 gold. It's not worth this much. I don't want this thing. I'm gonna be fucking honest. I don't want this thing. But watch it actually be handy. I'm gonna pass, though. I don't think we need a lie detector. Besides, I'm not keeping a cock in my throne room. I'm just gonna clean up his mess. Fine, Your Grace, you're lost. And I'm sure someone else will gladly take him. Good. Get out of my throne room. Alright, so we have our general still. Let's send him over there. Let's think about allies. Who do we want to... Oh, sometimes lords are busy. You won't be able to invite them to your throne room. This will be shown with a red arrow next to the lord's profile. Okay, yeah. He's also busy. Let's invite Lena. Why not? You know, we're not doing too bad. I think we're doing actually pretty good. Okay, just him? What's up? Your Grace, I hope you're fine. I'm feeling a little better, yes. Did anything happen while I was gone? No, everything's the same. About the letter. We need to focus on gathering as many allies as possible in the next weeks. Invite lords and see how we can make alliances with them. While we are doing that, we should also focus on these evidence items for the royal trial. Question lords and see if any of these things lead us to the killer. I don't mean to cause you stress, but we only have 14 weeks. Of course, Audrey. I agree, we shouldn't get distracted with petty matters. Let's get to it. The oak bouquet is supposed to bring me luck. Let's hope it does. Alright, I think we're good for this. Oh wait, what's this? It reads, I don't know who it was that kept following me, and I can't take living in fear anymore. I hope you're happy now that I am gone, whoever you are. That's terrible. I wish we could have helped him. That is terrible. I'm sorry, Pietro. He deserved better. Okay, we need to do this one. 14 weeks. We need to do, okay, we have to do 17. 17! The more, we got a good army going though. We need 1,000. We'll prepare our general eventually, but I think the stables are more important so we can get 7 additional locations. So let's keep going. Now we have an end goal. 14 weeks, huh? Your race, I ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. They have helped him out, and in return he gave me this gold. Lady Lena. A pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. My biggest condolences about Talus, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, let's explain your situation to me. I believe I can help for something in return, of course. You see, you have something I want to give my son. Someone, actually. I would like your daughter, Salia, to marry him. I believe this will greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start, I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers all ready to stand against Rodovia. And along with the men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So what do you say? Let me think about it. I will need some time to think this through. Of course, darling. Take as much time as you like. Just remember that Rodovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Okay. Oh, she's right there. She heard everything. Hello, merchant. Come from the tavern. The business was going so well, but lately I've had some troubles. It's all getting out of hand. The tavern became a great place for everyone to gather and have a good time, but some local panders saw an opportunity to use this place to find customers. At first it was fine, just some girls lurking around every now and then. Now the tavern has turned into a brothel. People are only visiting for the girls. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I got to say, it attracts customers, but the panders essentially took over my tavern. And they cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine, Your Grace. Almost every week I have to deal with this disrespectful, violent men. I'm scared they will soon take over the tavern completely and leave me with nothing. On the other hand, if I kick them out, they will just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all of my customers and we'll have to close down. Be happy with extra. I can't help. I can't send, like, here's some money to hire security or something. You should be happy with extra money. If you throw these people out, you'll risk having to close down your tavern. You should try to work with them so you can both profit. That's a good point, Your Grace, but these men are horrible. They really don't treat the women very well. I don't want to support them unless there's a way I can control the situation. Why don't you hire your own guards? I could, Your Grace, but they are very expensive. My sales did go up, but not nearly enough to cover full-time guards. 28! Take this gold and hire the guards. You shouldn't give up your tavern so easily. Yes, Your Grace. I'll make sure there's no more violence in my tavern. I'll be able to just throw anyone out who makes trouble. I don't know if that's a tavern business. Hasn't? Your Grace, our village was on fire last week and you helped us. We have found assistance just in time. The chapel started to catch fire, but we managed to save it. I just wanted to bring the greatest of blessings to you, Your Grace. We are forever in your debt. I'm happy to hear this. I hope the rest of the village is restored soon. We're working on it, Your Grace. Thank you again. Nothing. He gives me nothing. Asalia? Father, I was wondering if you could practice this sword fighting again. Perhaps later in the garden? You said we could do this again, Father. Very well, I had better keep my promise then. Go on, you can warm up without me. I'll catch up with you in just a bit. Great, I will see you in the gardens. Off she goes. I better go check up on her. Also talk to her about marrying. I know we have some very pressing issues now, but considering last week's incident, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Years are passing by and none of us are getting any younger. If you don't have a rightful heir, Iva will be next in line. He's not a bad person, but it's likely Davern would just become a part of Atana. We're working on it. Rest assured, Aurelia and I are working on it on an heir. Are we fucking? At this stage, it's not so easy anymore. Of course, $3 is already plenty, Your Grace. Let me worry about this once we have dealt with Rodovia. Okay, we have, let's send our general that way. Let's send for... Actually, let me wait on who I'm going to send for. Let me go talk to my family. Hey, wife, we gotta fuck. What do you think about finding Asalia a prince? Lady Lena came to visit me with a proposition. Asalia? She's still so young. I thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle. I know, I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering her support in the battle if we agreed. We need as much help as we can get, but I don't want to let Asalia go yet. I will leave this decision up to you, sweetheart. Oh, I have to make it right now? I don't want to give another daughter away. The first marriage went terribly. I don't want to repeat that. She's gonna have to get married at some point. I know this isn't entirely fair, but I don't want her to get married to a stranger. We'll find her someone more appropriate after the battle, I'm sure. That's a relief. It's hard to imagine losing 2 of my daughters in 1 year. You're not losing them, they're just getting married. I know, I know. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is. Uh-oh. Who the hell is this? So I guess we're declining that offer. Oops. Hello? What's happening here? Who's this? I see you found someone to practice with. Well, I'm not going to wait for you all day, am I? I haven't seen you before. Who are you? This is Maya. Remember when I sneaked out to a wedding party? The one you were not supposed to go to? Well, yes. Anyway, that's when I met Maya. We had fun at the wedding. I thought it'd be nice if she came to visit. Your Grace? See, I can never get her. Looking at you two, I think I know why Sedani wants to stab people. Is there any chance that you talked her into it? Oh, Sue, you've heard about the stabber. Don't look at me. Sedani came up with the name. Sedani really wanted to practice with us, but to talk her out of it, we had to come up with something else she could do. You should be happy she's not running around with a real sword, Father. You're good with the sword. Who taught you to fight like this, Maya? My father's a swordsman. He showed me a few tricks. And he lets you play with swords. Maya says you need to be ready when the enemy strikes. And you never know when they will strike. Ha! That's what my father says. I can't quite place your accent. You're not from around here, are you? My parents are from Baravia. We're passing by and stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks. That's awfully far from here. Where are your parents now? They have business in the market. They let me venture around. Yes, they're traveling merchants, sorta. Maya was showing me some fancy sword tricks she's learned on their journeys. Interesting, a tradesman who knows how to fight. I would love to meet your parents one day. Tell them they have my invitation. Thank you, Your Grace. I will pass on the invitation. They'll surely be happy to visit. My pleasure. That seems suspicious. Just don't cut yourself. I will leave you to it. Just don't come screaming to cut off your fingers. Thank you, Father. We won't. Also, I need to talk to you about something. Do you remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding. Yes, why are you telling me this? Well, she asked me if you would like to marry her son. But before you throw a tantrum, know that I haven't given her the decision yet. Oh, I see. I guess I won't have much say in this matter anyway. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know him. Do you think I want to marry a stranger? Is there anyone that you know and would want to marry? No. We need to find someone sooner or later, you know how this works. I know, I just don't think I'm ready for this. No one is ever ready for this, Az. Well, we said no anyway. Well, we said no anyway. We should invite someone, shouldn't we? Maybe we'll invite Lady Lena and be like, sorry. Let's invite someone else. Via Lit. She's lit. I think we keep our resources for right now. I wonder how he's doing. So many people. Alright. An old lady in the nearby forest needed help with wolves that kept stealing her chickens. I dealt with them, Your Grace. She gave me some supplies in return. That's great. Oh god. I'm sorry, him first. Your Grace! There's no trace of lickage in the forest. So I thought. As clever as I am, I know where to look for their lairs in old tree trunks. Here, take this bloody horn as proof of my courageous deed. Oh, he was here! Ha! You couldn't have defeated the beast as there was no monsters in the forest. You fell for our ruse. All your tales are lies just like this one. What? Me a lie? No way, I brought the proof, didn't I, Your Grace? It could as well be deer? The horn doesn't exactly strike me as coming from a monster. What else, Your Grace? The gosh is just like any other animal. It has horns, it bleeds. Surely you weren't expecting the horn to glow? The dragon tale isn't exactly original, is it? Sir Frederick says you retell the story, just changing a few details each time. Very well. The cat is out of the bag. At least I don't have to put on the show anymore. It can be very tiring at times, if I'm perfectly honest. People want to see this amazing knight, this dragon slayer. So I show them what they want to see. The codge and the proof, a stag. Ooh. At least my stories don't hurt anyone. I don't have a drinking problem. If you have something to say it to my face. I hear what the wind is spreading. Problems with rum. Wife walking around with a black eye. Oh! You don't believe him, do you, Your Grace? He's a liar. He's making all this up. He used to be recognized around the courtyards, but the memory is fading. That's it. Draw your sword. Let's see if you're more than just a trickster. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Enough! I won't have any blood spilled in this chamber. He wouldn't match my skill anyway. In your current state, you would probably stab yourself. Your Grace, of course, is just a hoax, but it doesn't matter. The message is what's important. The story warms people's hearts. It gives hope for a better tomorrow. People always think they see basilisk, lechons, strigas, while it's usually a fox, stray dog, or a cat even. If I bring them a boar skin or a deer horn and tell them it was the monster, they sleep better at night. They can get back to work feeling safe. And if I make extra gold inside, so what? Aren't we all frauds? Kings, for example. People always come to see the king because he knows everything. They expect you to give wise advice. They will put the greatest trust in your words. But answer yourself. Do you always know what to do? I see your point. I could use some peace of mind knowing there's no monsters in the forest. Exactly. Your Grace, we surely can't let him spread more lies. I won't allow this. If you let Nosuke join your banner, then I won't stand by your side. Oh, I won't join if he joins. With his intemperance, I won't stand next to him during battle. In all the turmoil, you could stab me and no one would even know. Joven, a good die. He trains with me. I will make sure to send my recommendation. Don't forget that. I'm with Sir Frederick. You have one more battle ahead of you. I knew I could trust your judgment, Your Grace. It's time for those real experience to take the lead, Nosuke. A shame, Your Grace. Nonetheless, I wish you the very best in your battle. So he... Okay. We made a treaty. Well... We gotta make decisions. Mercenary. Via lit? Sorry about that. Your Grace, I hear you'll fight with the beast's face. We are preparing for battle with the Rodovia, you heard well. The name's Via lit. My elders have fought with the beast many years before me. I heard they brought some Rodovian dog here to your castle. They say you keep him in the dungeon. I want your help with those nasty beasts. I'll give men and resources. 3 gold and 150 armor. Or army. In exchange for the red dog. No dog, no army. I cannot make it any simpler. Why do you need him? Why would you need him? I'll teach him a lesson and all. I reckon we should make an example out of him. Show this dog brother what happens to those who step a little too far. That will keep him at bay. Sure. Do as you please, but you can spare me the details. Fantastic. I'll take it slow, make sure he knows I'm there. One more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of those dogs. Oh! Are we gonna have to help the Rodovians? Is it not as simple as they're all following this dude? Are there gonna be like Rodovian refugees? I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? That's one bit of a tooth. It's beautiful is all I can tell you, Your Grace. I'm sorry I'm not much help. Okay, goodbye. Hello. Your Grace, I wanted to see you about my missing potatoes. Someone must have stolen them. I think I know who it was. But they say only one request per visit. It seems like I have much bigger problems now. I come from a farm. By the time I arrived, I was very tired. I wanted to get some rest, and I sat on one of the fine chairs in the hall. I knew I shouldn't have, but the gods have punished me already. I have sat down on some living cushion, it would seem. It squeaked, and I jumped up right away. When I stood up, my bottom was all covered in spikes. The stabber strikes! And not only that, but I feel very ill, weak even. I fear the chair creature has poisoned me. What can I do? The stabber. The stabber? That's very serious. I'm not sure what can be done, what we can do here. Who the hell? I think I might have something that will help. Name's Elena, Your Grace. I know about brewing potions. I can help with magical anomalies, diseases. I dabble in wound healing. Also, a witch? Aye, some may call me that, although I prefer to see myself just as a well-read woman. At your service. We could definitely use someone like this to help out our people, Your Grace. They would be a great addition to our roster of agents. What's the catch? What do you hope to gain from this? Of course, there's always something people want in return, right? I'm a simple woman. All I need is a roof over my head and something to eat, so she'll take supplies. In return, I am willing to lend your kingdom my aid in any supernatural problems. I just want to help people. Thank you. Welcome to our castle in that case. It's an honor, Your Grace. I will also be able to help during the battle if you need me. Sedani won't be happy about the stabber. I let her know. I'll see if you know and have any useful books in the council chamber, Your Grace. You'll be able to see the expenses for the witch in the weekly summary, Your Grace. We can just pay her whenever we need her. That's great. Oh, we got a witch! Alright, hey, patient. Your Grace, Pindle, our village has been raided. They were men dressed in red and black with a beast head pierced by a spear on their banners. That's a Radovian army for certain, Your Grace. This means they're getting closer to us, or perhaps they're just teasing us. Teasing? People being killed, maimed, and enslaved is just teasing? Your Grace, it didn't look like an entire battalion. It must have been just a small squad. Send us your men, we can fight back. You're clearly emotional, but we have to look at the bigger picture here. If we fight them off, they will certainly get angry and fight back with more force. We won't start the battle early. And tolerating their attacks may encourage them to carry out more. Your Grace, you have to do something about this. We can't just let them trample our lands. 18 supplies? If I send supplies your way, at least the rest of you who have survived can move out of the village. Come closer to the castle. These are difficult times. You need to stay out of sight. Don't go outside after dark and have someone patrolling the area at all times. Is that all, Your Grace? We're just told to let them do whatever they want and run away from them? That's nonsense. It's for the best, believe me. Fine, Your Grace. We will relocate as close to the castle as possible. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, not that one. I'm sorry. Your Grace, we hear of the upcoming battle. There's a perfect time for us to gain some coin and an opportunity for you to get some help. We're mercenaries. 22 skilled men at your disposal for only 16 gold. Not this time. I'm not interested in your offer. Fine, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe you will change your mind by then or get our gold ready. Did we look at this? Dear King of Davern, the western woods near Bronca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to the center. Be quick, yours sincerely. The western woods of near Bronca. The letter has no seal. What do you think of this, Audrey? Whoever sent this letter must have gone to great lengths to pay a scribe to write it. This must be important. We better send a general to these woods to see what the matter is. I have marked this location on the map for you, Your Grace. What location was that? Near Bronca to find a potential lead on the investigation. I don't even know where Bronca is. This? Oh. Well, what can our witch do? Hold on, let me go ask around before we make decisions. I bring news about your hedgehog. Today your hedgehog passed away. The stabber? Oh no, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on the mission. I knew he wasn't ready. Tell me, did he complete his mission at least? His final quest? Mission? What mission? Sedani, did you send a hedgehog on a mission? Yes, an undercover mission. He was meant to scout the area, retrieve information, and return to me. This way, if he helped me, I would owe him a promise, like in the story, Father. They can hardly follow any instructions. That's why they're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. How else was he supposed to help me? Please don't send any more hedgehogs on missions. The last one stabbed a peasant and I had to deal with it. But I was so close to turning him into a prince. Now Lursula will never come back. Well, I suppose you're right. Forgive me, Your Grace. Nothing is as elegant, as fearless as a cat, as dusty. Next time I will find a fiercer agent. I will train him. He will be at my command. The stabber's efforts were not in vain. Oh, Sedani, my pumpkin. You're stressing Father out. We don't have any more evidence. So we can send our witch out. Watch her die. Watch her die. I don't know where Bronca is my problem. Well, is there anything else I can do? We get something else too, whatever that is. The hunter baby. Oh, I could still invite a lord, thank you. We need to tell, well, let's bring Masha and see what she's about. $11 gold. Let's prepare our witch. We'll take our time to prepare for our general. I need gold. Alright, General. Grace, a local baker, was missing his flour deliveries. I searched around and it turned out the horse and cart got stuck in the mud on the way over. We helped them and the baker gave us a basket of freshly crusty bread rolls. Crusty bread rolls. Okay. Your Grace, the wooden hut in the forest appeared to be some sort of kitchen for preparing spices. It was abandoned. We searched the place and found this file hidden under the flooring. Did you find anything else? No, Your Grace. The place was empty apart from the lots of dried rosemary. Thank you. What is that? Masha. Who's that? Masha? Jonas, the buffoon with the stupid red gloves. Lend me some gold and I will pay you back in a week, he said. I will break his legs if I see him. Your Grace, I lent this fellow 28 gold. He said he would pay me back with interest. I know the type. Now I hear he's off to Calador, the other end of the world, probably enjoying hot sunshine and the Caladese brothels. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here in this rat hole with no wages to pay my men. I got until this evening to pay them, otherwise they'll leave. Where the hell will I find a new crew then? I need this money for only 2 weeks. I should be able to make it up to you after that. So you want gold? I don't even have 28 gold. I don't have this kind of money to spare. I don't think I can help. Besides, if I lend you the money, I'll probably end up the same way you have. I hope you find this fellow. In this case, I'm sorry to bother you, Your Grace. I guess not everyone's as naive as I was. God, Jonas made a real fool out of me. Jonas, huh? So we did find something in our investigation. I'm sorry, Masha. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have invited her. Who's this? I've heard that Lena has made you a proposition. I must say it's good that you haven't agreed to it, Your Grace. But do not make the mistake. Do not accept her offer. This marriage cannot happen. It seems to me that you don't know the curse that plagues Lena's family. Curse? What curse? They say that if her son does not participate in the act of marriage before his 20th spring, he will fall asleep and never wake up. And the curse? Is there a way to lift the spell? There is! That's why Lena is desperately looking for someone to marry her son to lift the bane. Problem is, you can't completely get rid of it. If her son gets married, it's said that the spell will move on to the bride and she will die the following night. Are you willing to risk this? Thank you for the information. You're most welcome. I would strongly reconsider Asali's marriage arrangement, though. I will consider your advice, to be sure. That's interesting. I don't know if that's true, but it's interesting. Got a merchant? Oh god, what you here for? Your Grace, I've hired a couple of guards to protect my tavern. They did a fantastic job, I must say even the panders are wary of me now. We made sure the girls are treated well and are not abused. This is great news, I hope you keep it this way. I will, Your Grace. In fact, we've been so well that your profits will also increase. Yes. Wonderful, the kingdom values every source of income we have. Thank you for your help, Your Grace, I wish you all the best. Turn the tavern into a public house. Listen, we're making more money, and that's all that matters. How much money are we making from that now? Hello. Your Grace, we don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest, she escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot. Some fool was brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. We all know the eternal wisdom is just a hoax. We knew she's nothing but an old hag. But some boy, he fell for the tale, and now Babushka is out of the woods. Babushka? Your Grace, you don't know Babushka? She's, well, a witch, an old hag, older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She is short and crooked, her bony legs barely support layers of her old wrinkly skin. She has a long hooked nose, her nostril hairs are so long they hang down to her breasts. Ew. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head with the tiny bows attached carefully to each strand. As she walks, the bones clatter against one another, clickety-clock, clickety-clock. She lives in the woods, although no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children to the forest to eat them. But some legends also say she gives eternal wisdom to whom is brave enough to look at her eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village, she's transcribed these words on our doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Every night someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing a spell of some kind. Sorry, I'm not going to do much. I think someone's trying to fool you. Stick it out, they'll stop eventually. Your Grace, it's no joke. Everyone is terrified. I don't know where else to look for help. I'm sorry. That's fine. Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone in a barn no more. We wanted to build a new shrine, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. We will be in the favor of the gods. Our fields will be more fertile, the monsters will be kept at bay, and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can aid us with the court witch and some gold to pay for the materials, people will forever be grateful. A shrine? I'll send the witch, sure. She will be able to bring some positive spirits to the shrine. May the gods be with you. Thank you, Your Grace. May the gods look kindly upon thee. And we got the stuff back immediately. Okay. Babushka's not gonna do nothing. Okay, hold on. Let me look around. Bedchamber, huh? Trying to get a little saucy. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talos' death. What have you found? A file. A letter arrived suggested something suspicious happening near Bronca. I had had a general explore the location and he found this file. Actually, it was the witch, but okay. The substance inside could be what poisoned Talos. The ingredients could lead us to the killer. Perhaps take this file to the court witch, see what she can tell us about it? That's a good idea. I think I've seen her in the council chamber. Goodbye. Sorry, I clicked on it twice. Damn it, she's not here. We still don't have a hunter expert. That's the problem here. Let's invite Gregor. And see what he has to say. And then for the map, let's send our general. And then we're good. We're good for the day, the week. I think we're doing good. Wow, okay, whoa, that's a lot of gold. How much from the tavern? 4? I think we were getting 1 before. Or maybe 3? So we don't have to pay for Alina this time. We could get our general prepared. I don't know what's going to happen, though. I think we should do prepare general. Alright, everything's prepared. Your Grace, I stopped in an abandoned house on the side of the road. It was full of pans of every sort of size, shape, and color. I don't know who could have such an obsession with pans, but while searching through them, I found some gold. Okay. Oh. Joven's back. Your Grace, sir. What? Lord Joven is responsible for ending his life? I don't regret this decision. Not one bit. Why? What made you stoop to this? He had it coming. Frederick was an abusive scumbag. Lona, his wife, has endured a lot. Proving Nosuke's a liar strengthened Frederick's ego. Happy that he put Nosuke in his place, he started celebrating. Drank to his heart content. I thought you were allies. He felt invincible, wanted to show Lona, his wife, that he was a real man. I thought you respected Sir Frederick. He didn't want to join my banner unless he did. He trained me. Sometimes he would be completely drunk, and I saw what he was like to Lona. A veteran, now a faded star, but once a real legend. I couldn't bear to watch him abuse her, but he was of a higher rank. I wanted him to join you first, as I didn't want to do anything that would upset him. I didn't want Lona to suffer for my decision in case he didn't agree with it. I didn't realize that something else would set him off anyway. He always got abusive when he drank. Everyone knew about it. The guards, peasants, noble knights, right? Frederick would beat Lona up and wouldn't let her out. No one lifted a finger to help. Everyone was too scared to do anything. I couldn't watch. Go ahead, kill me if you must. But you know Frederick deserved this. If you spare me, I will join your armies. I will aid you with my main force of 120 men. I will also offer my pikemen to join your battle. They can deal with any cavalry the Radovians may come with. I'll also give you 5 gold. Jesus, fine. It's a sad day for the knighthood, but I understand why you did this, Joven. Your deeds are forgiven. You shall serve Davern in the upcoming battle. I insist you stay out of sight for a while, just in case. Thank you, Your Grace. Dude. Well, damn. Well, now we have a squad of pikemen. That's so interesting. Who is this? Torlando. Hey, Grego. You have sent a pigeon for me. I have. Welcome to our castle. I presume you have heard about our upcoming battle with Rodovia. I have, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I want to help. So here's my deal. I pride myself in the knowledge of art. My collection of paintings is the biggest in the kingdom. I own paintings by the most prestigious artists. Sylvek von Ge, Monosky, Pisak. You get the idea. I've heard recently that you hold a very valuable painting. It would be perfect for my collection. The Stork by Sylvek van Ge. Don't say anything yet. You haven't heard the rest of my deal. I can offer you 80 well-trained men and 3 supplies. Wow, that painting must mean a lot to you. Of course it does. I need to vanish from this castle. Vanish? I mean, it'll look better in my gallery alongside the others. I imagine the painting's hanging somewhere, so I'll give you time to take it down. That is, of course, if you agree to my deal. I would like to pick it up personally. So invite me whenever you are ready. I'll need to think about it. I quite like this painting. It does look nice in the bedroom. Why would you tell him where it's at? I will think about your offer. Of course, take your time. Send me a pigeon whenever you're ready to talk. Okay, I found this file. Can you tell me anything about it? It's used glass file. I'm not sure what more I could tell you, Grace. What about this animal too? I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? Do you have beasts in your dungeons, Eric? You had better find a hunter to deal with this. Okay. Who's Torlando? Your Grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market. Oh god. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse to help them. I aid as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue to my place isn't any shorter than yours. Would you please be able to help out with some extra gold? Ah! I just helped my... I thing is, how do we know he's telling the truth? And our witch is out right now. We'll help. Thank you for helping our people. It's very kind of you. I think this gold should be enough to stock up on ingredients. Thank you, Your Grace. I'll order everything immediately. It better be because of that. Your Grace, part of the village was flooded. Luckily, no one got hurt, but our homes were devastated. We could use some gold to buy a resource to rebuild our houses. I don't have that. Guess we're sending our general. I think all you need is an extra pair of hands. Our general will help you reorganize. Perhaps you can build some houses with you. Yes, I suppose you could use the general's help. Thank you, Your Grace. And then Torlanda, who are you? Oh God, he's singing. To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I find you well in good shape and mind. Your Grace, this is Torlando, a rider known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Torlando the Wonderful, writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms and experiencing the artistic resonance. Whatever. The popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yells, Calidor, Baravia, and Redovia, which I will remain silent for the known reasons. Very well, what can I do for you? Your Grace, if I may, I'm working on my latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about the royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lusts. I honor you with my latest work. Of course. I am open to art about all kinds. The poem is, for now, entitled Kupolnaka. The moon shines so bright high up in the sky, Kalupa night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle there's no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. That is wonderful. This is fantastic. Bravo. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I'm not surprised that you find this so delightful, the problem is I cannot continue. I've hit a wall and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some inspiration, for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, please allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze. Come back another time? I wish I could help. Perhaps return another time, and I'll try to keep a general available to assist you. I can see the desiring eye to hear more of my wonderful poetry. I shall be back within 2 weeks. Your general better be ready by then. I don't know if I trust it. He wants the painting. Oh, goodness. My witch isn't back yet. That's who I need. Let's invite Lena and say no to her, unfortunately. And I have no one to send out right now. Okay, we're prepared. We just need to start accumulating supplies. We're at 22 though. How much do we make a day? 18, 19? Ooh, that's gonna catch up to us, isn't it? We'll see. I've helped the worshippers with your spirits, Your Grace. There are a lot of people gathering the new shrine now. Thank you, Elena. Your help is always appreciated. Can I leave? I'll be right back. Fuck, is she not here? I got this file. We found this thing. It could be connected to Talus. Somehow there appears to be a residue inside. Can you check if this residue matches the poison from Talus's wine? It might be difficult, but I'll try to determine the ingredients used in both samples. It will take some time, though. Let me just get a smear of this. Come and see me in the throne room when you find anything else. Of course, Your Grace. Alright, she's doing her business. Sorry, Lady Lena. I have called from Your Grace. I found this near Bronca. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a potion vial. I don't know much about potions myself. Okay. Have you reconsidered my offer, Your Grace? I have heard of the curse. Why didn't you let me know about the curse, Lena? Curse? What curse, Your Grace? Elida has... I don't even know how to say her name. Elida has told me about it? Elida? That brazen little hussy. There are nothing but lies. Don't let her poisonous jealousy deceive you, Your Grace. Our daughter was supposed to marry my son, but as you can imagine, Acelia is a better choice. She is trying to get her way. I will let my shield men join your ranks. They're strong, disciplined men. They can help push the front line. If not, they can defend your men against anything Rodovia may throw their way. So what's it going to be? Nope. I will not risk it, Lena. Curses can be very powerful, and I don't intend to put my daughter through this. I can't believe you let Elida manipulate you. Good luck with Rodovia. You're going to need it. Alright, bitch. Alright. Who are you? Jonas? I have a unique collectible item for you. A set of cards, but before you send me away, let me show you. You see, every card is depicted with an illustration of beautiful, exotic women. I understand the queen may not approve of them, but she doesn't have to know. Jonas, is it? I recognize your name, Jonas. Yes, at your service. Why do you ask? I think you'll stay here. I think I might reconsider those gloves. You're going to my dungeons. I think I know someone who wants to talk to you. This is a misunderstanding. My name is Jotan. Yes, Jotan, not Jonas. I should probably invite Lady Masha and tell her we found her lost friend. Yeah, we'll do that. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an old fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who goes in the fog disappears without a trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find the one responsible if they never came back. We're thinking the fog turns people into frogs. Bugs, maybe? There's plenty of them in the forest, but no signs of people who go in there. Maybe they just got lost. You should check the forest again. The fog might be dense, so don't go alone. If we gather together, maybe we'll get some traces. But what if we all get lost instead? Oh dear. Jesus. I'm sorry, my witch is busy trying to figure out who the fuck killed our King Talus. Hello. Oh, Your Grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild, got himself into big trouble, Your Grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved with the Oracle dust cells for a long time now. It's harmless, he told me. Only selling to begin with, but he recently started using it as well. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. Even tried convincing me to use it to relax, but I have no lady to get involved in this nasty business. No, he's very ill, Your Grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. He keeps asking to bring him some more dust, but I know this is the cause of his illness for sure. He tells me it'll make him feel better. I have no heart to look at him in this state, barely moving with skin as blue as blueberries. Please help, Your Grace. I can't even help. I can't help your grandson. He needs to stay strong until an illness passes. He makes sure he stays hydrated and don't let him take any more of the dust. He'll come out of it. I really hope he does, Your Grace. I don't know what to do without him. I'm sorry. Dear father, King Ivo greatly mourns the loss of his father. The funeral took place as soon as we arrived in Atana. Talus is sorely missed amongst the lords and advisors. Together with King Ivo, we prayed for justice for his father. They say he's in a better place now. The journey home helped King Ivo clear his head, and he realizes that as King of Davern, you didn't have anything to do with poisoning his father. Although you and King Ivo didn't part in the friendliest manner, King Ivo wishes to apologize for his words, but says that his advisors forced him to stand by his decision. Why? King Ivo wishes to send you support, as his father promised, but his hands are tied until the royal trial is concluded. He counts on your quick investigation into the murder, which he believes will prove your innocence. King Ivo, I still can't get used to that. I suppose no one imagined Ivo taking the throne so soon. It's good that at least he knows I didn't poison Talus. We'll still need to convince his advisors and lords. They will need to see the murderer before they support sending their whole army to Davern. We will find the one responsible, I'm sure. Let's ask Lursulia something else. Ask her about the cat. Tell her Sedani keeps pestering me. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Is there anything I need to look at right now? We need more gold. Oh. Just one in here? You made a mistake! I have not done nothing wrong! You have stolen gold from Lady Masha. This is unacceptable. She will decide what to do with you. I better not see you selling in Davern again. But, Your Grace, I really didn't mean anything bad. Please forgive me. No. And on that note, let's invite her. She'll give us more food. Damn. I need more gold. Damn, no one's giving me gold. If we get Masha, she gives us 1. I don't have any. Yeah, I think we're good. Ooh, goodness. We can just save up our money now. We can just save up everything. I don't... I say we not upkeep our army this time. I know we're gonna lose some, but I think that would be okay. We have time. We have time. Oh, Lord. Okay, hi. Your Grace, together with the boys, I have helped the village that had the flood. We gathered some wood from the forest. We have prepared sandbags. No flood should surprise them anytime soon. Thank you for your service. Lady Ada's here. Terlando's back. Masha, you have called for me. Guess who's in my dungeons? Guess who's waiting for you in my dungeons? Oh, you got that little weasel, didn't you? Here's some extra gold for your trouble. Thank you, Your Grace. Yeah. Not our problem anymore. Sedani, what are you doing here? Is that another pet of yours, Pumpkin? Or you got their Pumpkin? Where? What is it this time? A lizard? A lizard would be interesting. Too difficult to take care of. But this is just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you would imagine. Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for, Pumpkin? It's to save Lursulia and Dusty from the evil prince. When my agents are ready, we will take Lursulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I will let you use them one day too, if you're good. Pumpkin, Ivo's not evil. Besides, he's no prince, he's a king now. Tanya is really far away too. Well, those seem like good points, but you do your job, I do mine. Let's see that toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? Doesn't look like it came from our country. Where did you get it from? Maya gave it to me. It brings good luck. It brings luck, she says. I see. Go on for now, Sedani. See if you can find more agents. Yes, Father. Your Grace. I need to see that friend of Asalia. Yeah, I don't trust her. Your Grace, it's nice to see you again. I bring you some news. I heard you were selling some paintings to Lord Vesemary. He was bragging about doing some deal with you. Yes, he visited me. I'm not sure what your stance on this is, but I just wanted to let you know Lord Vesemary is no art collector. He is an artist and an egomaniac. He buys these beautiful artworks and burns them. It is a great shame because they are very valuable. And these artists definitely deserve recognition. But he believes only his artwork is true art. I suppose just bear in mind that if you give him a painting, it will be burned. Of course, thank you for letting me know. I must talk to him about it. What's this dude want? Your Grace, normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I am a merchant delivering goods from one place to another. I sell trinkets of all sorts. What do you sell? What wares do you have? Paintings, vintage scrolls, historical relics. I even once had a wooden leg of a Vlod, the Spindleshanks. Yeah. I went for a crazy 200 pieces of gold. But none of that matters now as I was robbed on my way back to hometown Pravest. And if I'm not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey. Correct! You really know your stuff, Your Grace. I need 23 gold to get back on my feet. I am a businessman, so I know how to invest this money. I will make a profit in no time. I'll repay you as soon as I can with interest, of course. I think he's lying to me. You'll have to find someone else to help you. What? Why not help a truly honest man? Lloyd the Spindleshanks, that was a good one. He lied! He lied! He fucking lied to me. That asshole. Huh. Yeah, he's just trying to swindle gold. It is I, Torlando the Wonderful. Yeah. I don't know if I trust him, actually. He said Rodovia. What if he kills my general? What if he kills Stan? My general is reserved for dealing with important matters, not for wasting time writing poems. This is scandalous! No respectful king would refuse to help me, Torlando the Wonderful. Wait till the people find out about this. Uh-oh. Our, I mean, what am I supposed to do there? I don't know. Let's go find out about Maya. Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. I don't trust her. She looks strange. Yes, Father. Explain this, Asalia. It's a toy? Yes, Adani got this toy from Maya. I've seen this toy before. Maya, you're not from Baravia, are you? My family, we travel a lot. Uh-oh. I was passing by, but I heard all the racket here. Is everything alright, darling? Look at this toy, Aurelia. I recognize this. But of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed by Bayron 13 years ago. Where did you get this toy from, Maya? My parents travel a lot. We were traveling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere? Your accent, this toy staying in Davron for a while. You're from Rodovia. Tell me you didn't know about this Asalia. Father, please, no! Don't do anything to her. It's all my fault. Ask her to visit us. We're preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. The Rodovians are already in my castle? Oh, he's gonna pass out. Look what you did to your father, Eric. God. Oh, you're up. Eric, that's twice now. Asalia's friend is a Rodovian. We're preparing for war against them, and yet they're already here. Yes, I had a chat with them already. Asalia won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from the castle. She's just a girl. Perhaps, but what kind of message does it send? Our daughter playing with the enemy in our castle? You didn't consider letting her stay, did you? She's a child, but she could be spying for her parents. I wouldn't have allowed Maya to stay in our castle. You did well, darling. Thank you. Nothing good ever comes from the Dovians. You collapsing, the two of us are not able to conceive an heir? Break your promise and you shall be punished. Your kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring. Isn't that how it went? When I promised my firstborn daughter to Bayron, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. At the time, I thought Bayron was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room, and dare to ask a king for his daughter. And yet here we are. I'm telling you, it's the witch. How else could he become a king? How else could they threaten a war? How else that you couldn't have a son? You might be right. I will look into the curse, darling. I will see if we can do it right. We can do it right away. At least I can help take some of the burden from your shoulders. Thank you. I feel better now. It's time to get up. I guess I better see Asalia. Yikes. Asalia, what the fuck? Did you know? Yes, Father. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't want to hurt you. I know. I'm fine. I'm just not that young anymore. Doctors say tense situations can have this kind of effect. I didn't want to upset you, Father. But why the war, Father? Isn't life difficult enough as it is? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya's from Rodovia. When she told me, my heart froze up. I knew it meant trouble. But I got to know her. They're not bad. They're just like us, not barbarians, as Mother likes to call them. They attacked our villages. Of course they are bandits, thieves. It doesn't mean they are all like this. You're a king, Father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit who was from Davron? Well, just because one person did bad things doesn't mean we're all bad. I just don't understand why we have to fight. They threaten us. They want to take over our castle. What if you just got it all wrong? We can't risk it, Asalia. It's all very complicated. That's a great shame, Father. But who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Dude. As long as they keep a threatening presence against us, have to stay vigilant and cautious. Oh, right. I guess we should, God, we have, sided with less people than I like. I guess we should tell Gregor that, I mean, it's just a painting. I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. I don't need to pay for that, but we will pay for our people. We have 8 weeks. Oh, Lord. Your Grace, I've encountered a group of children in the forest. They were looking for the fern flower. Seems like they didn't know they wouldn't find a thing this time of year. Luckily, nothing bad happened to them, so I took them to their parents, and they thanked me with what they could, some supplies and their words of gratitude. Way! Okay. And Elena. Your Grace, I found a match for the substance in this file to the poison used on Talus. So it's quite certain that this file is used to poison Talus. But what could it be doing near Bronca? I don't know, Your Grace. Thank you for this. It'll be useful in our investigation. Okay. We need a hunter. How do we get a hunter? I've heard what you need those paintings for. Ada told me what you were doing with those paintings. You lied to me. You're not a collector. Eric, I can explain. Those works people buy are not true art. They are nothing but fraud. These paintings do not reflect the true nature of the subject. They have been painted without a reference. Artists call them impressionists. In reality, they just can't paint. My artwork shows each subject in their purest state. These artists only exaggerate features to make them look better. Okay, art can be whatever. It devalues my work. So I just dispose of the paintings. I pay for the paintings so I can do whatever I wish with them. I choose to burn them, so what? It harms no one. You're disrespecting other artists. You can't burn other artists' work. Besides, I just don't see how that's helping you in any way. Your Grace, I think perhaps we should let this slide. Let's not forget Grego is our ally. I can do whatever I want with the things I buy. And if I buy them from people and get rid of them, then there is less and less of that fraud around us. If influential people only own true artwork, then others will also only buy true artwork. Eventually, no one will buy from these artists, and they'll buy from my paintings instead. Oh, I see. I suppose you can do whatever you want, just don't get me involved in this. I think that is all. Thank you for visiting. Goodbye, Your Grace. Sure. You do whatever you want. I'm just not going to give you my art that I own. Your Grace, may the gods bless you for your support with the shrine. Many people have hopes for the brighter future. The gods have already showed us signs of their mercy. The weather has been especially good for our crops. We'd like to celebrate tonight. We have prepared a party for everyone. In the night, we're going to make a sacrifice to the gods. A sacrifice? To show your support, we simply ask you of a few supplies we could add to our pile, or a wish that could help us send the sacrifices straight to our gods. Are you out of your mind? You will not waste my supplies. We are going through difficult times as it is, and you want my supplies just to burn them? These have been reserved for people who need them. Do not burn any food or animals. It's a waste of resources. But Your Grace, we are ready for the celebration. We have already gathered everything. We can't cancel it now. The party will happen whether you like it or not. Oh, I will have no part in it. You can celebrate, but don't come begging me for supplies later. You're showing no respect for our gods. I don't care. There is no place in Davern for people who don't let the gods into their lives. You will burn in hell. That's enough. Guards! It's alright. I'll walk myself out of this ungodly castle. I helped you build that damn shrine. What the fuck? Your Grace, I bring you news. There seems to be some weird anomaly in the woods up in the north. Magic, perhaps. Colorful lights out of nowhere in the middle of the night. It sounds so frightening. Do you know anything more about it? I visited Oborka, the village next to the woods, the morning after one of these disturbances. They said that Lord Jovin's children went missing that night. I tell you, magic is involved. Or Jovin. It might be dangerous to stay away from it. I'll send my witches as soon as possible. That's very thoughtful of you, Your Grace. Jovin. He's my ally. You think we can get Nosuke to join us? I'm selling packs of supplies for your grace. Let me help you with your struggle. I offer the best prices in all of Davern. 28 gold for 22 supplies. Oracle dust! We can't arrest him? What do you have to say? Your Grace, we will have the royal trial when Ivo arrives, right before the battle. That way he can attend the trial himself. I hope we are going to be ready by then. We still have some time to prepare, so make sure we do our best to find the perpetrator. Remember that our agents can be of use to investigate the items we found. I know, Audrey, everything will be fine. What would you like to know about, Your Grace? We're in a difficult situation. 1,000 soldiers. We're like 100 away. Well, how do I get the hunter? How do I get the hunter? Do I have to find him somewhere? Will he show up randomly? Well, let's go see what's happening. There's nothing happening. I guess we should send off. You think Nosuke will join us? Maybe we can invite him. We can get more supplies. Fuck Etten. We'll invite. Let's go to Placo. I guess, I don't know what to do about the hunter situation, but maybe we just need to wait because the witch showed up. Okay, we're getting a steady supply of, stuff and gold now. 7 weeks. I think we'll try to end this episode when we get to the 7 weeks. Your Grace, a small family living on the edge of the village was recently lost their child to a fever. What the fuck is that? Little I could have done, but I helped them bury the poor mite. We prayed for his soul and I blessed the spirit on your behalf. The parents were grateful for the help from the king's men. I wonder if we could have sent the witch. Sedani, what is that? Sedani, what on earth is that fox doing in the throne room? It's my new agent, Hisser. Back with the pets, are we? Yeah, you can't exactly send toys on a mission. They don't understand anything, no matter how much you explain. Besides, this one was hard to recruit. It took time. Why, Hisser? Why have you called it that? Oh, that's easy. Because he hisses. Hiss. Audrey, is it safe? Is keeping a fox around a good idea, Audrey? Of course it is. He shouldn't cause too much trouble, Your Grace. Ha! Fine. Hisser can stay. Yes! Hisser will soon be known everywhere. First in Davern for his noble deeds, and in Atana once we take Thursulia and Dusty back. Perhaps he could compete with the dragon. He's right there, Sedani. Oh, once he's passed initiation, he will be sent for quest. Hiss. Yes, my wife. How are you feeling, darling? I'm worried about you. You fainted twice now. What if it gets worse? Who will take over the throne? I think we need to make a bigger effort, darling. Perhaps Audrey is right. We need to try harder. I feel like I'm failing my duty as a queen. At this time, this age, a king should have a son. It's the curse. You do not need to feel guilty. The fate clearly have other plans for us. We have 3 beautiful, healthy daughters. It's not your fault we don't have a successor. Thank you, darling. Perhaps you can meet me later tonight once everyone's gone. I have some ideas how to make things more interesting. Maybe it will help. Oh. I think Arulea worries too much about everything. I should do something to make her feel better. Maybe some sort of small gift to remind her I love her no matter what. I'll talk to him last. We tried waiting it out, but Babushka is back again. Her men on horses they came. They took over 3 villages, Your Grace. They are forcing everybody to feed enormous amounts of food to their children. We're scared she's coming for them, Your Grace. She wants to eat them. You must do something. They are right now. Please send your men. They are in 3 villages. The red horses is in Orborka. The black horse is in Jablonka. And the white horse is in Belka. I will see what I can do. Your Grace, I've marked these locations on the map for you. If you open the map, you'll be able to point an ancient to these locations. Thank you, Your Grace. I knew we could count on you. What? Maybe she's... God, she has a pet fox. I hope it doesn't have, like, rabies or something. Did they know about rabies back then? Hey! At your service, Your Grace. I found this near Bronca. Can you tell me anything about it? I used to buy poison vials for merchants to use on monsters. I don't buy them anymore. They never worked. I haven't seen such an elegant vial before, though. Looks important. Oh, that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I guess let's send our... way out there. What was... Babushka? It won't tell me who went to what. Okay, let's go to Belka then. Let's hope we're making good decisions. Let's hope we're making good decisions. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, we're getting saucy. You're tickling me. Stop it. Nothing's going to work from this side. Oops. Oh, there you go. It's not that easy. Just stick it in. Sadani! Asalia's put something in my bedding. I went to sleep and now everything is itchy. Oh my god. It's just some nettle paddler. It will pass in a bit. Apologize to your sister. Asalia, apologize to your sister. I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. Everyone knows it was you. Asalia, fine. I'm sorry. Oh my god. We're just trying to get it on. We will talk about this, Asalia. And that's why there isn't an heir to the throne. Perhaps we can still try tonight? Just try. Can't be that distracting, can it? We're doing good. We should help our people more. Oh, they're both back, hey. I'm back from Belka. I must say something very strange is happening. It was covered in snow when I arrived, but when I dealt with the man on the white horse, all the frost just melted. I'm not sure what that was about, but it seemed like whatever I did helped. Thank you. Hopefully this won't happen again. Elena? Your Grace, it was an ambush. Lights in the woods, a magical anomaly. There was nothing but a lure. That was nothing but a lure. They thought they could surprise me, but I was alert. I spotted their footprints in the woods before I got to them. Peasants with swords and spears were waiting for me. I knew better than to engage with them directly and decided to turn back instead. Oh, and let me assure you, there was no magic involved, Your Grace. Just men armed and ready to kill. Someone is trying to weaken our forces. We need to be more careful next time, Your Grace. The man did seem quite suspicious. I should have known. We have nowhere else to seek help from, Your Grace. Bandits rule over our village. They say they would slit our throats if we came to you. But we can't let them eat our food, drink our wine, and use our women anymore. They're well equipped, and us farmers don't know how to fight. We don't stand a chance. Please send your best general before it's too late. Right. You did right by coming to me. A general will head your way immediately. These scum will pay for what they've done. You have my word. Maybe we can count on you. I better go back home quick, barricade the doors, and wait for everything to end. Hey! Greetings, my Grace. May I come closer? Yes, I see. You have a very interesting aura, Eric. Let me read your future. I can see it's going to be very interesting, yes. I see. You do not believe in fortune, my Grace? I've been reading to many kings, yes. And usually I am correct. Just between I and you, I promise you I'll tell you things about you, and they will be truth. And then you will pay. Otherwise you don't have to, yes? How much money? I see, yes. I see you've had a long journey in your life. I see hypnosis, a patrol department of sorts? Hypnos? And you are dead. Oh no, that's too far into the future. Let's go back a little. Your journey, difficult, but you were happy, surrounded by those who love you. But I see there were difficulties that affected your relationships. Some relationships were strengthened, but some will crumble. Alright, let me shuffle my cards, and you keep looking into my eyes. Your aura will tell me when to stop. Yes, keep shuffling. Alright, I think this is it. Let's see. Oh, the Fool. But don't worry, it doesn't mean you are one. Of course not. It means you're doing something new. A new cycle, and you're requiring others to trust you with it, yes? Fine. You might be trusted, but you must be patient. Next card is... Justice. Yes, of course, I can see that. The need of balance and discernment. You will be seeking peace, which means it's likely something will disturb you soon. Well, alright. Last card is... Ooh, Hangman. Means that you're trying to achieve something big, yes? Something that leaves you feeling stressed and unhappy. You will continue trying to achieve that thing. There will be difficulties. It means everything you know will be turned upside down. A new information, may be good, may be bad. That is all, my Grace. Thank you for your reading. Here's your compensation. Well, thank you. I told you I'm correct. Goodbye, my Grace. I don't know if you're correct. It's always vague, isn't it? Anyone to talk to? Salio. Night prank. What you did to Sedani the other night? I know. Next time I promise I will use a gentler solution than nettle powder. As I just miss seeing Maya. She always came up with the best things to do. You know she shouldn't be here. I know, but I just miss her. Why don't you play with someone from the castle? They're all boring. They just want to talk about dance lessons or the correct way to behave at the table or how cutlery should be placed. It's awful. You've proved you're resourceful. I'm sure you can come up with something interesting to do. I know. I'm sorry. Maybe I can bully the servants a bit. Ass. Oh, I almost forgot. This crack in the pavement looks weird. As if someone moved it. I couldn't get underneath it, but maybe if you had some needles. What? Needles? Well, I mean, I don't think I can talk to anyone else. So red means that they're not my ally. Grego could be our ally. I don't want to give him the painting though. Oh. Okay. Well, let's go to Orborka. Oh wait, I don't have. Let's send our witch. Hopefully that's okay. Well, I don't want to invite a lord. We'll invite Grego, but I don't want him here. So we're getting 21 resources per day. It's not going to be enough to sustain us for a long term, but we just have 5 more weeks to continue. 5 more weeks. Elena. When I arrived at Orborka, it had a very strange aura. It was cold and full of red fog. I dealt with the man on the red horse, but he seemed like he was under a spell. The village calmed down after that. Okay. Grego? That's all, thank you. Your Grace, a strong gale has descended on our village. There are no casualties yet, but the gale keeps coming and getting stronger. Our homes have suffered much damage already. I ran to you as quick as I could. Can you count your help? What? We have enough. Slides will help you stay warm and fed and healthy. It should be enough to keep you going until you've patched up your village. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Your Grace. What's up? Your Grace, they are after me. Please help. I have a little bakery on the market. I make cakes and the like, pretty good ones too. I also run a little additional business on the side. Are you kidding me? Folks call it oracle dust. It can help you in the future. You see the future, they say. Everything was going well until local crooks came along and started demanding more and more dust. They threatened me when I refused. They told me they would take my little girl if I don't bring them more. I don't know what to do about them, Your Grace. I have no gold to buy more dust, nor I want to have anything to do with it anymore. All I wanted was to make some extra coin. It's better to play it safe. Give them the gold and tell them we have no more dust. Hopefully they can find another different supplier. I hope they don't come back again. My wife would kill me if I let anything happen to our little girl. Thank you. God dang, dude. The witch tested the substance inside the file. She confirmed to match the poison used to kill Talus. I still need a hunter expert, and we're missing a thing. Oh god, Hisser is in here. Oh, you can pet Hisser? Hisser. What sound does the fox make? I guess I don't want to invite anyone else. Who would I invite? We're gonna ask about the vial, I guess. Let's not pay this time. Are we making enough gold? 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And we just pay what? 9, 8, 20? We pay 20? We'll pay it this time, but we won't be able to play it next time. Sedani? I'm fine, Father. Oh, Sedani, I better check on her later. Yes, General? You got rid of the outlaws taking over the village, Your Grace. They will not cause any more problems. This should also give a warning to any other bandits who rebel against their king. People are very thankful for your help. Your Grace, I don't know what's going on, but when I arrived at Jablonka, it was shrouded with black storm clouds. The thunder and winds were very strong. It's strange because there isn't a single drop of rain anywhere else. I dealt with the man on the black horse. He was acting very oddly. He was shouting words in some foreign language. That does not surprise me at all, considering all the other things I've heard from the peasants. But she took care of it. At your service, Your Grace. I've heard that your child went missing. Is that something to do with the magic in the forest? Oh, and who told you that? Don't you think that I would come to see you in person? My village and family was in trouble? Damn it. Besides, I don't have any children. Yeah, they could have killed my witch. Whoever told you this was clearly trying to set you up. My advice, don't go easy on the fellow. I know I wouldn't. I found this near Bronca. Can you tell me anything about it? Vials have many uses today. They can be used in preparing and storing potions and spices, or even as ornaments. This one is nicely decorated, but it has been used to hold some sort of substance. That's all I can think of, I'm afraid. Two peasants. All my fields are flooded. The gods have punished us. Nothing will grow. No potatoes, no beetroots, no parsley. We've been struggling with this for months now. We're praying to the gods for better weather every day. We are sick of being conserved, Your Grace. Our children are starting to go hungry. I was wondering if there was anything your witch could do to help the growth. I mean, she's more of a healer. She certainly cannot change the weather for you. We have sunshine all year round if we could do that. Just be patient and try digging a ditch around your field for the water to drain. Of course, Your Grace. I don't know what I was thinking. Thank you for your advice. I guess our jobs will only consist of digging from now on. Ooh. Oh well. Rats, they are everywhere. They took over my barn. There's... Something just happened. Hold on. Oh my gosh, guys. A shampoo bottle fell, and I couldn't figure out what it was at first, and it scared me and my cats. But anyway, there's hundreds of them, the rats. I can't milk my cows or feed my horses, Your Grace. I have to walk here. How can I go to the market if I have nothing to sell? I'll send the witch. It's rats. If you don't see any rats yet, they breathe very fast. This might be a trap. That might be a trap. I miss Lorsulia. Sadani? Pumpkin? What's going on with you and Hisser? I hope you can keep him under control. I can, Your Grace. Why would you say I can't? I have seen you chasing Hisser all across the castle. Oh yes, it's just part of his training. I'm just making sure no one can catch him when he's on a mission. He's very fast, Your Grace, really. He's a perfect agent. Alright, Pumpkin, please stay safe. And if you need help with him, don't be afraid to ask. Won't you take him away? Of course not. I'll help if I can. Fine, Father. I don't need help. Okay. Let's send our dude here. And I can't believe Sir Frederick was killed. Okay, we're gonna have to not take care of our army this time around. We're losing how many? Like 20-ish guards? But we've done all the things over here. I think we're just trying to save up as much stuff as we can. 3 more weeks. We still don't have the answers or all the clues. I found an old wagon blocking the road. It looks abandoned. I gathered them in and we moved it out of the way. It turned out the wagon was full of gold and supplies. Okay. Terlando's back. What do you have? Your Grace, I bring. Oh. Hisser! Father, have you seen? What happened to Hisser? Your Grace, these are dangerous pests. They steal eggs, chickens, and other goods and can spread diseases, fleas in particular. I came here to offer you my services as a hunter, Your Grace. I saw this fox hiding in the castle, so I hunted it down. I thought I would do y'all a favor. What have you done? This was my daughter's pet. The Hisser here was on a very important mission. Yes, Hisser was sharpening his senses. This murder here should rot in the dungeons for killing one of my special agents. I'm sorry, please don't punish me, Your Grace. If only I knew, I wouldn't have. I came here looking for gold, but since I have been nothing but trouble so far, please let me be at your service. Let me serve you and your people. I can deal with monsters while animals track them down and bring you their bodies. Let me redeem myself, please, Your Grace. Maybe I'll be of help during the battle with Rodovia, too. Bodies you can keep. I don't want to see any of that, but we could use your help for sure. Thank you, Your Grace. I'll do my best to redeem myself. I will be in the dungeons if you need me. I think your dungeon guard is an old friend of mine. Another agent is at your disposal, Your Grace. You'll see this agent in the weekly summary screen. What about Hisser, Father? How do I take Lorsulia and Dusty back now? I'm sorry, Sadani. At least the hunter here will act on Hisser's behalf. Fine, I will bury him with the others. I better check on the hunter when I get a minute. You might know something about this tooth. Okay, so we have the hunter. What's happening here? Let's talk to Lady Lena. Do you know anything about this? It was found in my wine cellar. Oh, yes. I've seen something like this before. It's a charm necklace. It's an expensive thing. The bigger the tooth is, the more dangerous demons it can protect you from. I have a small one as well, you know, just in case. Many soldiers wear these as a sign of their strength, especially if they obtain the tooth themselves by defeating a monster. It brings them luck in battle. Where do you get yours from? It was a wedding gift from my father. Thank you, Lady Lena. That's it. What's happening with Terlando? Last time we didn't end on a positive note, I know, Your Grace, but let's not put our differences between us. It's all in the past. I have a new idea for how I can finish my latest work. I have a new idea on how I can finish my he said it twice. Make a great addition to the series. Come back later, she's busy. I can wait, I'll be back in 2 weeks. What's up? Your Grace, we hear of the upcoming battle. There's a perfect time for us to gain some coin and opportunity for you to get some help. 16 gold. Sure. Here's the gold. Make sure your men are ready for the battle. You won't be disappointed. I hope not. I run a little business, Your Grace. I can exchange your supplies for gold. Let's say 25 supplies for 18 gold. That's not good. Well, shall we shake on it? What's with this oracle dust? No. Thank you, that would be all. No problem at all, Your Grace. I visit you again in some time. I don't want your help. Dear Grace, we are almost ready for the battle. This is our last chance to form any alliances and ready our agents. Thank you for the reminder, Audrey. When we're ready, we'll march to the foothills of the mountains. Rodilvia will not expect us to meet them there. They will certainly not be ready for the attack. We might have a chance to win this. Okay. Let's go talk to the hunter. Why is he over here? Dude, you could get trapped. Dear Grace, I found this tooth. This was in our wine cellar. What can you tell me about it? It looks like it came from a big animal, enormous in fact. Maybe a griffin or a dragon. I've never seen such a thing, Your Grace. Can you find out where this thing came from? I can try. I have a book on animal trophies somewhere. It will take a while, though. Do what you must. Let's see if we can find something out about this then. Perfect. I'll go have a look. Come and see me in the throne room when you find anything. Alright, let's send our general there. I am worried because I don't think we have all the notes. We don't have the last, like, hint. I don't know how to get the last hint. Are you saying goodbye to Hisser? Yes, Father. Dear Hisser. You were my bestest and swiftest agent, but most of all, you were my best friend. You're leaving a deep hole in my heart. I will miss you forever. I hope you rest in peace. I hope you rest in peace, Hisser. Thank you, Father. It's alright, said Amy. Are you feeling any better? Yes, Father. I'll just stay here for a while. I don't have needles. I mean, we could try to send for someone. Let's prepare our hunter for sure. Yeah. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks until we see what we have accomplished. Oh god, don't touch that yet. I might faint. Your Grace, farmers keep having problems with birds eating their plants and seeds. The silly folk didn't think to put up a scarecrow, so I helped them with it. That seemed to be enough for now, and the farmers were quite happy with it. They gave me some packs of supplies in return. 7. Elena? Your Grace, I returned from the barn full of rats. The man certainly wasn't lying. Those rats were so big. I prepared a special powder for the barn to keep the rats away. Thank you. Hunter? Your Grace, I bring you more information about the tooth. It's a very rare dragon tooth. It appears to have come from Allah Demon, a female dragon who lives in the ancient forests of Kalidor. Kalidor? What would such a thing be doing in that castle? Whoever lost it must have been an adventurous person. Audrey is right. I don't think you could get such an exotic tooth here in Davern. Hey, Lurs. I just found this at the spice preparation hut. Do you know anything about this? The spice looks like the ones you can buy in a tana. Most often than not, they are simply used as ornaments, but I've seen these things with oracle dust inside them. It's ironic how many of these files you can find there since King Talus didn't support the dust trade. Before he passed, may the gods have him in their favor, he turned down Etten's alliance when he found out what he was up to. This is interesting. You say Etten and Talus were not on the best terms. Indeed, Etten had it coming, though. He was fuming when Talus had his guards kick him out of the castle. Ooh. We gotta bring him here. My wife? I have important news. I wasn't sure and I didn't want to jinx anything. I think it must be around 14 weeks, but now I'm certain. We're pregnant. That's wonderful. Hopefully it will be a boy this time. Yes, my darling. I have a good feeling about this. Have you told the girls yet? No, I haven't, darling. Can I tell them? Of course you can. She's back. I'm sorry to bother you, but we are in a very bad situation. We don't know why this is happening. Someone must have done something terrible for the gods to punish us so badly. Our sacred oak is dying prematurely. All leaves are falling, and they shouldn't be, Your Grace. You have given all the sacrifices we could. We have all gathered and prayed. Nothing is helping. We think Volos has escaped the underground. Volos? He is searching for the sinner. He must be hiding in someone's house. This is why we've been having so many thunderstorms, Your Grace. The god of thunder is trying to find Volos. The thunder won't stop until he returns underground. Your Grace, please send a hunter to find him. Or give us supplies for tonight's ceremony. Perhaps we can calm the gods down. The hunter? I'm sure if he can help, but he will try. Give him any information you have. 2 peasants. Your Grace, my village was attacked by vicious animals. A pack of wolves has attacked our shed. They took some of our chickens, leaving us with less to eat, and they have also wounded the shed keeper who tried to scare them away. I think they are hungry at this time of year. We are afraid they will be back. Damn it! This should last for a while before you can get new chickens. Thank you, Your Grace. This will help us get by for the next couple of weeks. I bow before you, Your Grace. My name... Oh, what was his name? I don't want to bother you, but I have a matter that twists my brains. My lady, she's so upset with me, and she's got good reasons, I tell you. I ain't no man to think straight. I wanted to do good, and I sold all our barn to buy her a servant. You know, to help her in the house and with the kids. She's always complains how much work she has. She flipped and threw me out because our barn will make no more money for us. And she has a point here. Darn, did I not think of this before? I've tried everything, Your Grace, but she will not have me back. I found a new job in the potato fields. I shaved even. My heart is broken. I cannot sleep at night. Please help, Your Grace. Brother, you did it to yourself. We all make mistakes and we all have to deal with them. There won't always be a person who comes along to fix your problems. Of course not, Your Grace. I am truly sorry to have bothered you. I really messed this one up. You sure fucking did. Like, deal with your own problems. Father, I don't have time to explain everything. I know you're not responsible for Vitalis' death, and I think Ivo knows who poisoned his father. The atmosphere here is very tense. Ivo and his advisors were talking behind my back. They wouldn't let me stay with them and always send me back to my chambers. I've heard Ivo say he has some kind of plan. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you. She didn't finish writing. Could it be she was in a hurry? It's good she's coming with Ivo soon. We will find everything out then. Yes, I did all I could. The trial starts next week. This is our last chance to gather evidence, Your Grace. We don't need to pay agents for that week. We won't need them. Of course, thank you, Audrey. I mean, I didn't find the last clue. I don't know what to do. Oh, we need to bring Etten. Asalia? Yes, Father? Your mother is pregnant, and no wonder after all the giggles you've been having in the bedroom lately. Asalia, please. I'm sorry. Haven't you got enough? With you 3, yes. We're hoping for a boy this time. But you need a successor to the throne. I hope it's a boy then. I wouldn't want to get another sister. Maybe a boy wouldn't be so torn up about silly jokes. Oh, Asalia. How are you feeling? This is such good news. Aurelia. I know, honey. I'm so happy. How are you feeling? Well, I've been vomiting all morning, but that's fine. I suppose I can live with it. Do you remember when I was pregnant with Ursulia? Of course, those were different times. I wish things were as simple as back then. Me too. No wars, no lords, no silly peasants. Listen, if you need anything at all, you can come and get me, alright? Of course. I think I'll stay here and have someone start the fire for the evening. It's quite chilly in here. Of course, my darling. I will see you later. The hunter found the tooth came from a dragon from Calidor. I don't have the last clue. I didn't do good, guys. We're probably gonna blame Lord Eaton. Eton. You're going to be a big sister. What? But I am a big sister. And now you're going to have a little sister or a brother. Wow, really? When? I want a little brother. What is his name going to be? We don't know yet. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. But he or she is going to join our family in around 20 weeks. 20 weeks? Is this a long time? Yes, it's still a while away. This is so exciting. Maybe you can come help me convince Luli to come back home. Are you excited? Yes, is she bringing Dusty? How long is she staying for? I'll tell her about how Hister tried to save her. I'm sorry, she's not bringing Dusty, sweetheart. I know how much you miss him. But he won't want to travel such a long distance. We'll take you to see him right after all this is over. How does that sound? That's fine, I suppose. I need to find a new agent, something different, but nothing else comes to the gardens. You'll find something eventually. How about another snail? They can't do much. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. We're bringing Lord Eton. I have no other places to explore. I can't do anything about them. We gotta keep paying our stuff, because what if... Yeah. Oh no! I don't have enough evidence! We will firstly question any witnesses that have a say in the matter. Then we shall go through gathered evidence. And lastly, we will identify the killer. Some of you are suspects, and I have the right to believe that the real perpetrator is among us tonight. And with that, let's hear what the witnesses have to say. For Grace, we have 2. No, 3 people enlisted as witnesses. Who shall we start with? Talus's guard, come forth. Please state your name and tell us what you have to say. My name is Lutfrid, your grace. I was King Talus's guard and I served him well. Not well enough, I can hear you say. But know that there was a little I could do against poison, especially one that works so fast. The day King Talus died was a day of shame and guilt for me, and the King Ivos continue to make me pay the price. To the point, all I wanted to say is that I have witnessed many people visiting Talus over the years, but none angered him as much as Noxe. Oh! I think we all know how much of a liar he is. I am no liar. Who are you to shame me in front of the kings? Order! Talus called him a deceiver after he promised to help his wife, Paloma. Talus knew the only reason Noxe offered his help was to become famous for something he didn't do. Noxe was enraged, claiming he was a fraud and that he would show Talus. I see, I do not have any questions. Let's proceed. Is that Lena? King Talus' own advisor. Please state your name and tell us what you have to say. I am Rigo, or the name's Rigo. I'm an advisor to King... Can I speak? I was an advisor to King Talus. I have a very important piece of information, your grace. I recognize Lady Lena over there. She visited our castle not long before the royal wedding and threatened King Talus. She said her son was supposed to be the one to marry Lursulia, not Ivo. She said that the wedding were to go ahead, she would come for Talus and his family. We must proceed accordingly, your grace. She is clearly the perpetrator. Lies! You will get to speak at the end, Lady Lena. Thank you, Rigo. This was very useful. Peasant from Bronca. Come up. Tell us your name and where you're from. Name's Hermar. I'm from Lord Eton's town, Bronca, your grace. And what do you have to say? I own a vineyard in Branca. We have been observing Lord Etten for a while now. He has been acting so strange, walking around the village in a trance. How dare you tell such falsehoods? Calm down, Etten. One time he pissed all over my grape flowers and none of my grapes will grow now. How rude. He is not a nice man, Your Grace. I'm convinced it was him who poisoned Talus. Is this all, Hermar? Well, what more do you need just to get rid of him? Who's next? That's all the witnesses I have. I think these are all the witnesses we have. Let's proceed to gather the gathered evidence. An animal tooth. An item so rare only one known person could have returned from such an encounter alive. Noxie the Dragon Slayer, please step forward. But it's not him, he's a liar. The tooth was examined and only one creature fits the unique shape. An Alla demon from the far lands of Kalador. And who else could have traveled there and back other than the noble knight of honor? Whether Noxie slew the beast or not, he must have worn this charm around his neck as one of his storytelling props. This animal tooth was found in the wine cellar. This is where Noxie could have poured poison in her wine. He wanted to help Talus's wife, Paloma, but the king shamed him instead. Noxie couldn't bear the feeling of rejection, so he planned to murder King Talus. Lies! I'm truly a man of honor. I would never do such a thing. King Talus made a fool of me that day, that's true, but I left his castle as ordered. In no way does this prove I killed King Talus, only that I have been in the wine cellar, which I am not denying. And why would you have been sneaking around Grevno Castle? I was just looking for a quiet place. To talk to Lady Lana, Sir Friedrich's widow. Well, when we talked, she must have pulled it off my neck. It was a fascinating conversation. So you meant this item belongs to you? Well, no, well, it could be mine. I don't know, I have a lot of these things around my neck, but I swear I didn't do anything to the wine. That's enough. Back to the king. I didn't get all the evidence. The poison vial. With the very substance still inside, we are certain that this belonged to the person who poisoned King Talus. Lord Etten, please step forward. It is common knowledge amongst the royal heads that you have access to all sorts of poisonous substances. Our tests indicate that the substance from the vial matches the one used to poison King Talus. Not only that, but it was found near Branca, a village under your control. Talus was against the dust trade, and as we have found out from Lord Lurs, you two were not on the best terms. With Talus's death, weaker borders with the Tana might make it easier for you to distribute the dust beyond Davern. By poisoning King Talus, you plan to expand your business, and isn't that the truth? Based on Hermar's testimony, even your own residents know you're up to no good. Nonsense! I may be running a little side business, but this product can now be found literally anywhere. Even markets in Davern are full of distributors. The vial does not prove that I was the one who poisoned Talus. This could have been anyone. Enough. Back to the king. Oh, there's no more evidence. I didn't get the last one. There's no clear answer here, Your Grace. We have to sentence someone, anyone, or else I will put all the blame on you. We did the best we could. It's just politics at this stage. You might want to consider the benefits you gain from each lord, if any. I'm not even with either of them. If we sentence someone without a lot of evidence against them, then our people will sense that it was just a royal whim. I can handle this, Audrey. Based on the evidence or lack thereof, I sentence... Ooh, hold on, I need to think about this. Oh, God. Okay, I have been thinking about it. I think we should just sentence Lord Etten. Even if he didn't kill King Talus, he's fucking up the world with the fucking drug. And the Dragon Slayer, he doesn't deserve to die. And we have nothing against Lady Lena, which I didn't find the last, the clue, but oh well, we're gonna sentence Lord Etten. Lord Etten. Oracle dust is a dangerous substance. You're responsible for the death of King Talus. I sentence you to die. This is ridiculous. My people will come for you, Eric. Eric, King of Davern. We have found the one responsible for my father's death. The outcome of this trial is satisfactory for me, and as such, Atana's forces will aid you in your struggle against Rodovia. 3,000 men will be ready to strike when you blow the horn, signaling my men to ambush the enemy. Such is my will. And Lord Lulia is here. Holy shit! I don't know if that's a good choice, but we did it. I always loved this view. Is this where the battle will take place? Yes, do you see? Right there in the middle, there's a tight trail leading through. That's where we will hold them off. It's strange. Turns out I was always staring to the end of it all. Hey, nothing ends. With Ivo's help, we will be victorious. If he helps. You're at the trial, you heard what he said. He'll keep his father's promise, everything will be fine. Let's not worry about that for a second. A lot of things have happened since you left, you know? Have you heard of Maya? Asalia found a new friend. It turned out she's from Rodovia, so your mother expelled her from the castle. She always keeps interesting company. Has she grown up, or is she still a mess? I don't think she'll ever change. Still gives me a lot of trouble, that one. The other night she pulled another of her pranks. This time on your sister Asalia. Doesn't spare anyone. On your sister Asalia? You mean Sedani? Sedani found new pets. Sedani keeps finding more and more ridiculous pets. She can't quite find a replacement for Dusty. Last time I was here, she had a snail. What was it? Smudge. She gave me a hard time about it. I won't forget that. There was also a hedgehog, a fox. I'm worried what she will tame next. Your mother is pregnant. We had our fair share of stress with your mother too. She's pregnant. You will have a sibling. Congratulations, I guess. It's hard to imagine what she must be going through with the battle on the horizon. Your husband must be looking for you, I suppose. I miss you, all of you, so much. I'm stuck between saying we miss you too and forgive me, Larsulia, because we sent her away. I shouldn't have let you leave so soon. You know this was inevitable. Everything is fine. You don't need to apologize. Oh, we get to hug. Oh. Bruises? Ivo's doing all this to you? What? Oh, no, he wouldn't. He's very kind. He's good to me. He takes care of me. Just like I told you in the letters, Father. Father, please don't tell him. He's the king of Atana now. He has an army that will blindly follow him even to your gates. Don't say anything. It's better that way. He has better and worse days. Don't anger him more, please. What? I can't let this master treat you like this. I will talk some sense into him. Please don't. There you are. Pack up your things. We're going. Father. Fuck! He's gonna kill her. We need to make make preparations for the battle. Fuck! I want to kill him! Well, let's see what happens at the battle. Battle between Davern and Rodovia, footfalls of the Grey Mountains. Appears that we're late. Rodovia has already managed to build up some defense. We will need to push them back and create a choke point at the foothills. The sky is looking clear. That's good, at least something works in our favor. Here, come with me, Your Grace. We gathered everyone we could. We will make an advance on your mark. Oh! I'm supposed to talk to them. My mind's sharp, weapons ready. At your service, Your Grace. Who are you? Our pikes can stop any charging enemy, Your Grace. Potions, magic, whatever you need, Your Grace. Awaiting orders, Your Grace. How's it looking? We shouldn't wait too much longer. Once we start, there's no way back. We have to defeat the enemy before our army is entirely depleted. I would suggest we make a reserve army. You mentioned a reserve army? Right, we should get a small chunk of our main force and set it aside. A reserve can be used to exploit Rodovia's sudden mistakes. Or to act upon nasty surprises they throw our way. Should we create a reserve? Yeah. Okay. Archers? I've seen the archers are getting ready. Once the battle started, the archers will be ready for your command. What about the horn? We use it to sound for Atana. I suggest we use it only if necessary to create an element of surprise. I have to make decisions. It is time. Oh, I'm scared. Do not fear, my brothers. Today is not the day we fall. for we had made strong allies, and in our time of doubt we need to remember that we are not here alone. But we won't need them today, for this is Davern, and we stand our ground. Aye, for Davern. Let's show them. We'll surprise them. I don't have enough. Ready for orders. How does this work? What am I supposed to do here? Get ready. Okay, so we have to use our resources. Can we use more archers? I'll save one just in case. What do I use all the archers? They're gonna kill a lot of our people too. Oh. Was that magic? What's this? Your grace, magic! The fog is obstructing our view. We have no idea what's happening down there. We need to send support immediately. Say the word and we'll charge in with our spears, your grace. And how do you plan to see who you should attack? The fog is so thick it fills my lungs. Not to mention what it must be like down there. One shouldn't rely on vision, but perhaps other senses could help. Unless there was a way to fight magic with magic. Whatever you do, it's your choice, your grace. I can try cleaning out, but it may take a while. Okay, what's our other options? Do your magic, Elena. That's why we brought her. It's not looking... Never mind, we're doing great. How is this possible? Never mind, we're not doing great. We outnumbered. Blow the horn, you fools. Do I have to do everything myself? Archers? That's not a lot to do. That's 2,000 men. That's not enough. The fog is gone. We thought we could get an edge, but they brought monsters. They ride armored bisons. Oh, battle beasts are ravaging our own. We need to keep it together. More men on the battlefield could help swarm the enemy, your grace. It could also mean more men can die. Hefty bodies and sharp, long horns. The hoofs can crush a man's skull. Not all units are equipped to deal with the enemy cavalry. Perhaps we could use a beast professional to hunt them down. Go! Go, Bellic, do your best. Nothing less, your grace. God, they have so many. Where's our 3,000 men? By the gods, where's Atana? Are they deaf? Blow the horn again. They're not gonna help us. They're not gonna help us. They're not gonna help us! We've been betrayed! better, Your Grace. Fuck you! This must be false as we had a deal. Oh, God, that's not all. They are not fire arrows, it's the magic creatures made of flames. What the fuck? Magical fog, monsters, and now more magic? Focusing on defense should be your most important at this stage, Your Grace. Good organization on the battlefield could also be key to the situation. Aye, 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 I don't have a witch! I already used my witch. We're losing. Darn it, despite what the letter says, we need to try the horn again. I'm gonna kill him. I sense something bad is coming. More fog. Oh wait, maybe it's good. They're not surrounded anymore. It's still not enough. It's not enough. There's no sign of the Tana. The letter was right. What else is there? They just keep on coming. It's been an honor, Your Grace. This is not the end. What is that? Don't. This is not the... This does not look good. Some kind of monstrous device? We have no other choice. We have to send everyone in. Gather round. Tana has abandoned us. Our strongest allies did not arrive. We have been lied to, but we will stand our ground. Give them all we've got. Davarn forever. On my order. Ooh. It's not good enough. There's no way we can beat them. It's not enough. This is it, Your Grace. We gave them all we got. We can't take them anymore. What is happening with the magic in the sky? Maybe we shouldn't have sent our men out there, actually. The gods have saved us all. We have 20 men? Unbelievable. We have survived. Oh my god! We have no upkeep. What the fuck? Okay, before we continue, we're gonna bring this episode to a close. This is like almost this is 3 hours long. Holy shit! Maybe I shouldn't have sent everyone out there, but oh well, what can we do now? I'm just flabbergasted. I cannot believe Ivo... Now I have my suspicions that Ivo poisoned his own father. Just so he could betray us. I don't know why, but... that's in my mind now. This is wild. I can't wait to see what the next part is going to be. Hopefully this isn't the end. Hopefully there's more. If it is the end, I'll tack it onto this episode. But I cannot believe we won. But also, holy shit. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.